Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a Sacred Union energy update, I think. We're just going to do a quick check-in on the energies between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I do want to say thank you to all of you who watch the Call for Unity reading, and thank you to all of you who do appreciate the Ascension readings. I have been guided to talk more about Ascension and higher level purpose for Sacred Union over the past, I want to say 6 months to a year. They've been bringing forth channeled messages for me. And I have, if you guys are interested, I do have more readings available on the Ascension series channeled messages playlist that talk more about twin flame, divine counterparts, union, what is sacred union, what is mission, what is this all for? Messages that were coming forth up to a year ago. And really important messages. I am going to be recording truncated versions of those messages just for easy digestion and understanding. But it was all stuff that came out in those readings. So do make sure that you check those out if you are interested. I didn't want to do any higher level ascension. I just wanted to do an energy check-in last night because I have been transmuting all day. I had been feeling very heavy, exhausted, just sleeping all day. Couldn't even do any readings because I was feeling back and forth between just bliss, which I've really anchored into, feeling very calm and at peace and balanced and just full of love, just unbelievable love. I mean, it's kind of astounding. I was talking to a friend this morning and we were saying that when we get to this place where all you feel is love, it makes the whole journey worth it. And even if you're not seeing anything in the physical, it really is what you hold within. And it's just, it makes it worth it. It makes it worth it. This is what it's all for. This is what Ascension is all about, really. And, but I also feel anger and I also feel fear. And it wasn't mine though. You know, this is, you're transmuting. This is what you do. You transmute for the collective. If you feel it, you allow yourself to feel it, but you don't attach to it. And then you anchor back into that place of love. You know, Ascension doesn't mean, at this point in the journey, they're reminding me, at this point, Ascension doesn't mean that you ignore the outside world. Ascension doesn't mean that you ignore the collective reality. Ascension doesn't mean that you burn your own life to the ground. Ascension means you build it back up. You build your life back up. You become the highest and best version of yourself by allowing yourself to heal, by allowing yourself to clear, by allowing yourself to feel what it is that you feel without suppression. And Ascension means moving into a transition, a transformation into a higher timeline, into a shift in perspective, a shift in consciousness, a higher level of consciousness and understanding, which is really all about how do you see the world now? Do you see the world from that 3D mindset, very physical? Or do you pull back and look at things from the soul perspective? Look at things from a universal perspective of how everything is interconnected, how everything has consciousness, how everything is a part of us itself because everything is a part of love. That's what Ascension really is all about on this journey. And when you anchor into that love, when you anchor into that interconnectedness and that unity consciousness, it doesn't mean that you're not human. It allows you to be more fully human, to embrace the human side of you and the beauty of the human experience as a whole. That's what it really is all about. It really is beautiful. It is ascending duality, transcending duality. It's merging your human self with your spiritual self. If you're just so high up in the spiritual plane that you don't ground yourself into the human existence, then you're missing out on an entire experience of being human, of what it is to be human, what it is to connect, what it is to have family, what it is to make love, what it is to enjoy ice cream, you know, all the little moments that bring you joy and happiness, all those experiences. And even suffering was a part of our experience. But as we move more and more into fifth dimensional consciousness, it's not about suffering anymore. You don't experience the suffering anymore. You don't experience, because it's not about that. That's not how you learn anymore. You've been down that road. You have learned what you need to learn through your suffering. And it's not about that anymore. You don't have to. You can still choose that if you wish. I don't know anybody who would. But it's not about that anymore. And they had actually told me that a long, long time ago when I was sick with Lyme disease. And I was doing journaling at the time, and they said, Susan, the time for suffering is over. And I didn't understand what they meant until now. Until now. And that's what it is. It is about just enjoying soul, enjoying the human experience as soul from the higher perspective now, with a higher sense of understanding, a higher sense of union within yourself and with others, and a higher sense of love. Higher sense of love. Okay, so, jeez. See, I did not expect that either. I do not expect to go there when I'm channeling these messages. I love it. I love it. You know, that's how I do my readings for my clients as well. I just open the door and messages come in. And a lot of it is about soul growth and expansion, because that is why we're here. So they have been guiding me more and more there. Divine partnership is a part of it. Conscious relationship is a part of what I do, because sacred union is a part of my path. But we are going to be doing more. Oh, look, the Two of Cups. We're going to be doing more Ascension readings, just on Ascension as a whole, as it pertains to sacred unions, because it's all part of the same whole. If you are in a divine partnership, then this is the path of ascension that you chose. There are a number of different ways to awaken. There are a number of different paths to ascension. But if you're part of my collective, then this is part of the ascension path that you chose. It's between you and a divine partner and your sacred union. And so we are going to be looking into ascension even deeper. I'm going to be opening up that door even more. So do stay tuned for that. I had a request about the Ascension Healing Series, so we'll be doing more readings for that. And then we'll still be doing the Sacred Union updates, you know, how are they feeling about you, you know, what's going on in the connection, stuff like that. But we're taking a different perspective. And the past few channelings that I've done, Light the World, Hold Your Light, and A Call for Unity, really important. I'll put those in the description box below if you haven't already checked those out. They've been leading me here all along. They've been leading me to express information and understanding and compassion with regards to everything we talked about in there all along. And especially going forward, helping others to ascend, helping others to awaken. That is part of the purpose of my purpose. And so that is that's going to be part of this channel in a much deeper way. I'm going to take it slow as things roll out. I'm going to see what they want to share with me. But do stay tuned here, because yeah, we're just going to keep doing what we've been doing, but on a deeper level and more so. So make sure that you do stay tuned. And I really do appreciate you guys who appreciate that, because that just, you know, that just shows me where you guys are, which is incredible. You guys are going through a remarkable transformation and ascension, and you should be very, very proud of yourself for where you are on your journey. I know I'm very proud of this collective. All right, so let's see what's going on for divine counterparts, though. Let's see what's going on between the two of you. So divine masculine, divine feminine. I don't know why they called me to this deck. I don't know if it's still feeling right. No, let's go with it and see what comes out. Yeah, let's go with it and see what. I'm kind of feeling the mermaid deck again, but let's go with this and see what comes out. Five of Cups, Prince of Cups, and the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords showed itself earlier, which is interesting. So here's... This is very interesting, that what's coming out here. And what's also interesting is the Seven of Pentacles here. and you see how she's pregnant here, about to give birth to something. So we have this is separate. We have this here, 5 of Cups. You see how the cups have spilled over into a garden, and she's all aghast and she's so upset. The 5 of Cups is all about crying over spilled milk, feeling remorse for the past. I feel like we're moving out of this energy. This feels like Divine Masculine is moving out of heartbreak. Divine Feminine, you can be feeling this as well. It feels like what they're showing me is when the cups spill, it's actually helping to grow the garden. Your experiences, whatever it was, this heartbreak, this pain, this Prince of Cups, which is the kind of like an immature energy, to be honest. It's a little bit young energy. It's helping you to mature. It's helping you to mature. It's helping you to grow. How do I... Let me see how to translate this. Okay, let me start over. All of the heartbreak that you have experienced either on this journey or in your life has led you to this point right here, right now. This is who you are as a result of your experiences, as a result of everything that you have learned on your journey, as a result of the past relationships, as a result of past family dynamics, as a result of past career choices, a result of past beliefs, patterns, behaviors. Everything that you've experienced up until this point was not without coincidence, because everything was learning for you to get to this point on your ascension journey. Even the heartbreak. You see how you have the owl, you have the crow, you have, 2 owls and the crow. This is wisdom. Wisdom gained through heartbreak. Wisdom gained through pain. I'll get to that in a second. You might be looking at the past with a sense of regret, with a sense of remorse, with a sense of, what have I done with my life? What have I done with my life? It's a very sorrowful energy, very regretful energy of, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I change sooner? Why didn't I do X, Y, Z? Why didn't I treat my feminine better? Why didn't I treat my family better? Why didn't I treat myself better? Why didn't I love myself? Why did I choose this path versus that path? Why? Right? But look, when those cups topple over, when you let go of your regret, even though you may be, in a sense, kind of like aghast at yourself, looking at yourself with a negative mindset, looking at yourself possibly even with a self-pitying mindset, that victim mentality, it's a shift in perspective to understand that you needed those experiences to help you to grow, to help you to shift out of this immature energy and become the best version of yourself, to be reborn. This 7 of Pentacles has given me an energy of the Death card. It's given me an energy of transformation here, because you're being reborn. 7 of Pentacles is usually something coming to harvest. It's a card of patience. It's a card of waiting. It's a card of putting in the work for your manifestations to come about. This is the work. This is the work that you have put in. Your past version of yourself was the work. You guys, it's no coincidence that I talk the way I do in the intros, because those are channeled messages too, bringing forth this energy. This is this energy here. The past version of yourself wasn't a coincidence. It was everything in your contract, everything that you needed to learn and experience, that you chose to learn and experience for karma, for clearing, for growth and expansion. You cannot hold on to the past. Allow the past to be done and over. Topple over those cups and let it go, because from those experiences comes growth. Your garden of knowledge, your garden of wisdom, your garden of you your experiences, your lessons that you learned. This is your growth. This is your expansion from those experiences. And this is you maturing. This is you being reborn. Okay. I feel like that might have been a separate message. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the spread and get the mermaid deck, which they're calling me to. So that might have been a message with regards to what we were talking about in the beginning. So now let's shift gears a little bit. What's going on between these counterparts here? Alright, what's going on between these counterparts here? Oh my gosh, yep. This is your rebirth. This is your rebirth. Okay. It's almost like... Where are those cards? Okay. It's almost like from this... Ow, that was hot. From this... Put that there. You see how she's pregnant? Judgment for me is a rebirth. Judgment for me is an awakening. Judgment for me is second chance. This is you being called to rise. And it's almost like, do you see this? It's almost like they're being reborn from these bubbles. It's almost like this is the womb here. And they're getting called now to rise. They're getting called now to break free from the egg, from the womb, to rise. This is where you are on Ascension. You're being called to rise to the best and highest version of yourself. But you have to leave the past behind in order to do that. Because where are you being called to? The best and highest version of yourself. The Star and the Nine of Pentacles. This is balance. This is stability. This is security. This is wishes fulfilled. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles for me, please. Three of Cups, that's my union card. One more card. And Death, that's the transformation. Yep. You are being reborn here. You're being reborn. And what are you being reborn in? Remember when we talked about no more suffering? Now it's this joy. Now it's this balance. Now it's this stability and this security. You are being called to rise out of the water, the purifying water. It's almost like you've gone through this purification process on this ascension journey. You have healed all that soul sludge, brought all that soul sludge up to the surface. You have looked at your shadow side, done the deep dives. You have worked with the collective. You worked with energy healing to help clear the collective. You have worked to clear past lifetime. You've worked to call back all those fragments of yourself. Pay attention to tomorrow's daily energy draw because we talk about that. Calling back all those fragments of yourself to rise into your power. It's like she's about to rise out of the water here. It's like she is Pygmalion. Rising out of the water. This is rebirth. This is being called to purpose with the Star here. Being called to lead, being called to guide. Being called to step up into mission. And part of that mission is this union. And that's what this transformation has been about. Because both of you, both divine counterparts, you have been purifying yourselves for each other, for the sacred union, for ascension. You have both gone through this death cycle, this death and rebirth. And what they're actually saying is a couple of times over. A couple of times over, you've been through this death cycle. And now you're being called to rise, to lead, to step out of the waters and into your power. Let's get specific. Where's the Divine Masculine at this time? Two of Pentacles. Where's the Divine Masculine at this time? Beautiful. Hold on, let me get Two of Cups on the bottom. We'll see if that plays a part. Tell me about the Two of... Oops. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles here. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Yeah. So, Divine Masculine is balancing out his energies. And I'm actually hearing balancing out his feminine and masculine energies, coming into inner union, because he is walking away from anything that isn't serving him and walking more towards balance, complete balance within the self. And as they're reaching balance within themselves, they're having more to offer. That has been a recurring theme, a recurring message for the past few weeks. They're having more to offer. They're walking towards what comes after the 8 with the 9. They're walking towards their 9 of Cups. They're walking towards their wish fulfillment. They're walking towards their Empress here, standing strong. The 9 of Wands on the bottom here, they are not giving up. They know that they've been through a battle. They know that you have both been through a battle on this ascension journey. They know that you have both been through the fire. They know that you have both been through this purifying death energy, and that you've both been reborn. And because they're being reborn, they're kind of getting steady on their legs again, steady on their feet again, but ready to stand strong and keep persevering, keep moving forward on this journey. And what's beautiful about this is he's looking ahead. He's not looking back. He's looking ahead. The 8 of Cups here, another message is coming through where this is that 5 of Cups energy. He's walking away from the regret. He's walking away from the pain. He's walking away from the past. All that past version of himself that just doesn't serve him. He's walking towards the Empress here. Tell me more about the Empress. Yeah. 7 of Cups and Page of Pentacles, but the 7 of Cups came out in reverse. You guys know I don't do reversals. Yeah, the Lovers there. You guys know I don't do reversals, but it did come out in reverse, and they called me to it. There's no more confusion here. There's no more confusion here. They have picked their cup. You see how he's holding a pentacle? It's almost like he's been here contemplating and very confused, but that's the clarity that's been coming in. He picked his cup of what he wants to offer to his feminine. And now he's going to bring that forth, being the Knight of Wands. And this Knight of Wands doesn't feel immature. This Knight of Wands doesn't feel in and out, hot and cold. He feels like a warrior. He feels like he is ready to do battle, ready to stand strong. Because they're recognizing this connection with the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. And remember, we have the 2 of Cups here. Ready to offer to each other now. Recognizing this connection, recognizing their counterpart, their divine feminine, who that is, and the love that is embodied between the both of you in this connection. He's chosen. And it's something that is very stable from the fantasy, from the daydreams, making it a reality with the page there, with the pentacles there, making it a reality. Anything else we need to know about the Knight of Wands? Ooh. So, you see the cold here? You see the snow? What melts the snow but fire? What melts the snow but the flame? He is coming to bring you both out of the cold. He is coming to bring you both in to this connection. No longer rejecting, no longer abandoning this connection. No longer abandoning themselves, and that's what they had realized. We channeled that a couple of months ago as well, that they were just abandoning themselves. They recognized that as they were rejecting and abandoning their divine feminine from ghosting or emotional distance or physical distance or pushing you away or denying the connection in some way, shape, or form, they were just denying themselves. And now they're standing up and saying, no more, I'm fighting for this connection. I have that burning hot flame, and I'm bringing us both in from out of the cold. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's get some more, see what else is going on with this within this connection. Divine Feminines, how are you feeling? Divine Feminines, how are you feeling? We're not talking about Divine Feminines today? Here we go. Ooh, you are on fire. Ooh, this is strength here. Okay. Tell me more about Divine Feminine, Queen of Pentacles. Nice. Nice. Awesome. Divine Feminines, this is all your energy. We have Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Emperor, but this is all your energy. You are just in your place of power. You are feeling confident. You are on fire. You're passionate, but you're also very nurturing, very loving, very grounded, very controlled, very stepping up into your leader. And look, we have the Empress and the Emperor counterparts. You guys are thinking about each other. This is Divine Masculine represented here, where you're thinking about each other, where you have your Divine Masculine on your mind, they have you on their mind, but it's an energy of control. You know, on this journey we can get, because the energy can be so intense and intoxicating, it overwhelms us, right? And before we reach this level of ascension, we focus or hyper-focus on the other counterpart. We cannot get them out of our minds. I mean, they're a part of us. No matter what we're doing, they're always on our minds. But we can get to the point where it's a distraction, where we neglect ourselves because we're hyper-focused on the other person. And it's no wonder, because a lot of that comes from distortion. A lot of that comes from wounding. And we have to clear that attachment. That's what it means to detach. You're not letting go of your person. You're not letting go of the love. You're not pushing your person away, but you're just detaching from the need. You're detaching from that control. You're detaching from that obsession, really. It borders on obsession, because it is so strong, the love between you two, and you do feel them energetically all the time. It is very, very strong. But the need to constantly be with them in the physical isn't there anymore, because you are always with them. You recognize that. You feel that within you. This energy is completely balanced. This energy is union within. This energy is free. And we've talked about that before in the channel as well, what it means to be free in love. Freedom in love doesn't mean an open relationship, unless that is what you and your divine partner choose as part of your value structure. Freedom in love doesn't mean non-committal. Freedom in love doesn't mean not being in a monogamous relationship. Freedom in love doesn't mean a lack of loyalty or devotion or honoring or respect to each other. Freedom in love can mean commitment, does mean commitment. Honoring each other, respecting each other, cherishing each other, devoting yourselves to each other and this connection. But doing so from a place where you're also honoring the person as an individual, as part of the whole, and as the individual that they are, accepting them as the individual that they are, allowing the love to flow freely between you two, allowing your person to be who they are without control, without manipulation. Just love. It is simply love. That is what freedom and love truly means. Commitment, yes. Partnership, yes. Relationship, yes. But allowing you both to grow as you are, and you grow together. you grow together, and the love just flows freely between you two. That is what freedom and love means. And that's the first time that I got it right. I've been channeling that for the past few weeks, for the past few months, and I've been trying to articulate it, and it never felt like it was articulated fully, the message that they were bringing forth, the energy that they were bringing forth, and that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. The freedom to accept each other and love each other as individuals and within this partnership. That's beautiful. That is such an incredible energy. And it's because you are whole within yourself. It's interdependence. It's an interdependent relationship where you are whole and part of the whole, where you are strong within yourself, where you are powerful within yourself, where you don't need to rely on another person to have your needs met. However, at the same time, that person does meet your needs because they are supportive in your partnership. They are supportive in your relationship. That is where you are both powerful and supportive of each other. That is the beauty of this union. That is the beauty of this connection. And that is the beauty of your strength and of your energy, divine feminines. Because you are confident and strong and powerful and on fire. And you are also balanced and secure and stable and very grounded to the earth. It's a very controlled manner. It's a very balanced and peaceful energy here. With this Emperor here. I love that the Emperor showed up. There's a couple messages that are coming forth, but with this message, I love that the Emperor showed up because he takes authority. We're talking about the divine feminines here, and it's interesting. The divine feminine showed up in the divine masculine part, and remember when I said that he's balancing out his feminine and masculine energies? Well, that's the feminine energy within him, and this is the divine masculine energy within you, which is very controlled, very authoritative, action-oriented when need to be, but also in your feminine flow, your feminine energy flow, which is beautiful, beautiful energy. I love that showed up. So let's get some more and see what other messages are coming forth. I want to know more about the Emperor because I feel like there's a message about divine masculine in there. Tell me about the Emperor here. Divine feminines, the reason why you're in this energy, so this is kind of split now. This is like, this is you as the Empress, right? The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles combined is giving me an energy of the Empress. And you're now looking at your divine masculine as the Emperor. So because you're in this energy here, what is happening is you are seeing your divine masculine step up and rise into their divine masculine energy, into their Emperor energy. Again, it's a very controlled energy. Could be a little bit stoic. They could be a little bit silent now. You might be seeing them as silent. You might be seeing them as a little bit cold. The Emperor can be a little bit cold. But you also know that underneath that stoicism, there is a fire that burns that matches yours. And you see the Knight of Wands here, how he's holding that staff. That's that, oh my God, I can't say that, Spirit. That's that burning hunk of love that your divine masculine has for you. That's that chemistry, that's that sexual energy, that's that passion. And we're not talking about lust. This is sexual energy, yeah, but it's not lust. This is passion that is the foundation of love. And remember, sexual energy is a part of that. Sexual energy is a part of sacred love. When I think of lust, it's I want to just clarify. When I think of lust, it's something casual. It's something that is just a physical attraction. This is more than that. That's why I use the word passion, because passion is it's how do I say this? It's embodying all of it, and the foundation of that is the love that they have for you that is just overpowering and overflowing. That's this energy here, and it's causing them to move forward. It's causing them to move forward, and this doesn't have a slow energy about it. The Knight of Pentacles usually does. This has something that is very grounded, very nurturing, very stable, very solid. They want to bring you a stable offer now. They want to communicate with you in a very stable way. They're feeling this fire. They're feeling this fire, but you know that when they come in, it's going to be something solid now. Because you're not going to take any less because you're in this energy here. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there's something else there. What's this Knight of Pentacles? Yeah. Beautiful. It's going to be everything. So we have the Page of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. What is this offer? It's going to be communication. It's going to be emotion. It's going to be sincere. It's a page. So I feel like Divine Feminines, the message for you is there's emotion behind the stoicism. There's emotion behind this emperor here. He might be very controlled with regards to his emotions because he might not know how to express himself yet fully because he's still a page. It's still a very young energy. Remember, we got that up here. It's still a little bit young. But whatever it is that's communicated, it is going to be very sincere, very loving, and it's going to come from a well-intentioned place because this is really what they want to bring you. They really do want to bring you. They might not be able to articulate it yet. They might not be able to communicate it yet, but they really do want to bring you the Ten of Pentacles here. This is lifetime abundance, fulfillment, happiness, partnership, family, all brought down into the physical. Beautiful. All right. Romance angels. Let's see if there's anything else we need to know before we close out for the evening. Anything else we need to know about this partnership, about Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine? Anything else we need to know? Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Oops. Oh my gosh, you guys. Express your love. It is safe for you to love. And wedding. I saw deception peek out. And the masks are coming down. That's this energy. They might not be able to express it entirely, but that coldness is thawing. And they're going to start showing you what's beneath the surface. They're telling me the mer people, they live in the depths of the ocean. And the depth of love that your Divine Masculine feels for you, even if you may have expressed to them, they haven't been able to express it to you up until this point because they had a guard up, because they were protecting themselves from this past pain, from this heartache. But that's the transformation that you've been going through. That's the rebirth that you've been going through. And they actually feel a deep ocean of love for you. And you're going to start to see that come to the surface with this expression of love because they're starting to open up, lower their guard, and feel safe to express their love to you. Because what's happening is you're coming into union. The wedding card for me is my union card. You're coming into sacred union, coming into a physical partnership. Now, what that looks like for each of you is going to be a little bit different. For some, it will be marriage, an actual proposal. For some, it will look like dating or moving in together. For some, it will just look like communication and an expression of love. It's the next step. Whatever the next step is for you, it's going to be an expression of love. It's going to be an offering. It's going to be them opening up because they are understanding that this connection is their safe place. This connection is their home. Because their home is also them. And who are you to them but them? Because you are that one soul. You are their sacred partner. And so the more they open up and love themselves, the more they let go of the past and go through this transformational process of rebirth and purification, the more they recognize themselves as soul, the more they recognize home within themselves, love within themselves. And as they do that, they recognize you as home as well. And that's where this sacred union starts to come into being. This expression of love. These two beautiful divine counterparts. Wow. All right, you guys. I am open to readings. I am now booking for Thursday, Friday next week for delivery, so make sure you get your readings in now, or your bookings in now. I'm also going to be working on the Zodiac Love Connections readings, so we might not have, as I'm working on client readings and the Zodiac readings, I might not have a reading like this for the next few days, but I'm hoping to have a live chat, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if this is resonating with you, and yeah, I will see you guys soon. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light, and take care.